Y'all did it once, it's me again. I dropped Los Angeles for all you haters. I'm back with this fearless, you know what I'm saying? You cats in LA, some of y'all half-stepping, thinking y'all doing it better than me. You wanna be? Bring it to the plate. You know what? Let's go. We out on the show, we doing what we do. One side red and the other side blue. Niggas ain't tripping, we out having fun. When you living in the city that sets with the sun. We out on the show, we doing what we do. One side red and the other side blue. Niggas ain't tripping, we out having fun. When you living in the city that sets with the sun. What's happening?
What's going on, bro? Welcome to work.
Man, shit. I was watching the game, taking me a little walk real quick.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, man. It's West of the 110, man. Hosted by my nigga 100P, man, up there at the top. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, P? What we doing?
Nice talking to you. Do you realize what the fuck you're doing? I wish I could hit a button, man.
Where you went to?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in to the 110, man, hosted by 100P, man. You got Big Guggy Loco, man, Network. We got Russ in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to get it in, man. Tonight's topic, man, do you realize what the fuck you're doing, man? We're going to dive into that. We're going to talk about that. If y'all watching, make sure y'all share, hit the like, drop them comments, man. Street Draft Media Channel, man. We in the motherfucking business. Shout out my nigga Network for hopping on with us tonight. We finna get it in, man. I see my nigga 100P back, man. I'm going to go ahead and hand the mic over to bro, man.
Good looking out, man. You know, always some BS starting off with some technical difficulties, man. This weather's crazy. But what's the deal, fellas, man? How y'all enjoying that time change?
Hey, you know what? In Arizona, our time don't change. So, like, it don't change for us. It just change for everybody else.
Yeah, it don't matter to me. Shit, it don't really make me a difference.
What'd you say for that? The people who it do affect, you know, that extra hour should, you know, be good for some people.
And your body will adjust.
Yeah, man. Some real shit, man. Like we're gonna dive right into this, man. We just had a few conversations earlier. Something that I had a conversation with Russ about earlier, man. I say, ain't it crazy that we've all seen this? Some people may have helped out. We all have, but you know, ain't it amazing that some people can raise up thousands of dollars to put people in the ground, but won't help them out when they living?
Yeah, that's people for you.
You just hit something that been talked about for years. Motherfucker traveled thousands of miles to put you in the ground, but won't drive down the street to see you.
And that's crazy. Why you think that's still going on? That's still in play, especially in our community.
A lot of people don't cherish life no more. You know, we don't cherish the life no more. You know, old school people back then, they cherished that. So, you know, we went to church. We understood what Sunday gatherings was. You know what I'm saying? So we cherished that. You know, grandma and them had people coming to see us, and we never even knew that was popping up on us. You know, our generation, we don't do that. We don't go see people. You know what I mean? We pick up a phone here and there if it's something bad.
That's true. That is true.
That's 100 right there. Man, we need some buttons, P.
Man, hey, man. Hey, that's some real talk though, man. Hey, you know what's so crazy though? Piggybacking off that, like I'm gonna say the way we treat each other also. You know, I was watching that show, The Braxtons, that new episode, the new season that's out, and they had a little altercation where at the end, one of the sisters told Tony she should call the police on the other sister. Like, what do you think about that?
I mean, I don't know the altercation, but I didn't see the episode, but generally, no, I don't think you need to involve the police in family matter. Unless somebody really over there getting their ass kicked to the point where, you know, it's potential loss of life or serious bodily injury.
To clarify what happened was they had a little, face to face, and I didn't see it, but allegedly some hair was pulled in a little shove. So one sister said, "Oh, that's assault. Let's call the police. That's assault." It's like, wait a minute, you would really do that to your sister?
Yep. Shit, it's all about that money. Hell, they fucked up more than likely. Their
So
familial bond is monetary.
yeah, I mean, well, that's why I say a lot of that's a lot of the reason too, man. Little stuff like that petty BS like that. I mean, that's kind of crazy, man. Because we talked about this before, man. You still got some family members fighting each other like strangers on the street. Some people have never fought an outsider. The only people they fought against verbally or physically have been family members.
Yeah.
Because look, you can argue with your family and fight your family because the family knows who you really are, right? They grew up with you for 20 years. They know who the fuck you are. You liar, thief, whatever. The family knows. So they gonna argue and fight all day long. But outside, you ain't gonna see these people argue and fight with motherfuckers outside because they have a facade. They have to keep this facade up. So most people in real life, we don't know who they really is at home. So of course you ain't gonna see them motherfuckers outside doing that unless they got that ginger juice in them, some alcohol in them. Then you'll see their true self.
Yeah, that's true shit. I think nowadays some of these people way beyond ginger juice. They outside on some other shit, especially even younger nowadays.
Oh yeah, Perkies. I forgot about the Perkies, man.
Man.
Look,
I
can they
forgot
stay
about them
woke?
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and also too, some people may think that, some of the guidance and leadership that we've had over the past may have influenced people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Just something that I seen on the political side, man. Like I want to get your opinion on this real quick, but before I play that, let me get this out the way.
No copyright infringement intended. This video is for educational purposes only. The audio belongs to its rightful owners.
I'm quoting Barack. If you don't allow this behavior, the boys in the girls' bathroom, boys to participate on girls' sports, if you don't allow it, we'll stop federal funding from coming to your states. He even went over into Africa and said to a lot of the African leaders, you must accept the alternative lifestyle. And majority of the African leaders rebuked him and told him, keep your money. In other words, he was hijacking American and African leaders to say, if you don't participate in this type of deviancy, we'll stop funding you. That was Barack Hussein Obama. People, wake up. We're in a war and we can win it. But we got to get back to the family. If not, we will lose an entire nation.
What do you think about that video? What do you think about that clip? Because this was something that was said. A lot of people witnessed it themselves on TV, like when some people say some of our leadership may influence some people the wrong way. What do you think about something like that?
That's a puppet being controlled. You have to have your eyes open. You have to be woke to understand what that is. That's above our pay grade. That's you know what I mean? That was something that for them, that wasn't meant for the people. That was a money drop, money train, something like that. You gotta have your eyes open, man, and teach your kids the right way. You know what I mean?
Y'all
The
remember?
government and TV ain't always right. So you just gotta
Fact.
have your eyes open and teach your people what the truth is. You know what I mean? Don't let them grow up blind. That's all.
Facts. Yo, because y'all remember what just happened with Snoop when he was like, oh, there shouldn't be no gay images and cartoons, and then a little while longer, next thing you know, his cartoon series, Doggy Land, now features same-sex couples.
I seen that.
Oh, for real?
It's just like Arizona, right? Arizona is predominantly Mexican, right? So most of the shit that you do out here, you have to add some type of thing in there for the Mexicans, right? You know,
Yeah.
with that, that's just on a larger scale. If he wanted to get bills or get funding passed, guess what they told him? Hey, get the gays, get the alphabet crew in. You know what I'm saying? Get them. That's gonna be a lot of support. Same with Snoop. Somebody told him, bro, you just threw away 20-30 million by not, you know what I'm saying, supporting them. So of course, money controls everything right now. That's all that is money. You know, a person's real feelings ain't gonna be showed because it was paid to shut it up. But for give
Facts.
you 20 million, you ain't finna tell you how you really feel about something because they paid you not to.
But what do you do when people? Because I know like one notable figure is Shaquille O'Neal stood by his decision. So what does that do for the people who back, those type of decisions, and then you backtrack? What does that look like to your support the people who was like, okay, I support him, I rock with him for making this decision, stand by it, and then for you to turn around and be like, okay. Because I get what you're saying about the back, but what does that do for the people who initially stood next to you for that cause, and now for you to be like, okay, like I throw in the
Is it
towel?
showing there's a price for everything?
As a because essentially that's submitting, right? So like so you submitted to whatever they wanted you to, and now you know what I'm saying. You're in this position where it's like you had these big name figures who probably put they shit on the line to say they agree with your cause, and you kind of backtracked them.
Yeah. Well, see, I get what both y'all saying, Yogi. Hey, what's up, the insurance
Who's
Taylor? What's the word?
Hey,
who's
what's going
that?
on
Who's
now,
this?
brother? What's going on now, good brothers?
What's going on, man?
That's my
Nothing much.
boy.
Nothing much.
That's my boy, yo. He you need some insurance, life insurance hookup, some expertise, financial advice. That's who you call right there.
Yeah, we need some. Yeah. I'll put tap in. I might need some of that.
Yeah, I help. I help our people to use life insurance as a way to build wealth and protect and preserve their assets. So when it comes to learning about the life insurance, most people they don't know how it works and how they can use it to create a money bank for themselves and their family in order to leave a legacy. Because really, you're paying for most of this stuff anyway, but most of the time they're paying for it without benefits. So just showing them how to use it as a benefit for them.
Yeah,
That-
that's what's. Yeah, bro, I'm definitely gonna be in contact with you, man. I'm gonna, I'm
That's
gonna,
Yeah,
I'm gonna, I'm gonna have
yeah,
100 people in contact, man. Yeah.
that's what's up. Hey, matter of fact, too, and if y'all need some legal advice, you got Russ here too. If y'all in the Texas area, if anywhere, if you need some legal consultation, y'all can call him. But check him out though.
You're in traffic, you're at a red light, you get an unexpected ass kicking, road rage at its best. You need legal advice and action. Call us now, Stringfellow Taylor and Associates, 888-777-LEGAL.
See that, man? You got the hookup here tonight. You need legal advice and you need some words for your life. You got both of them right here.
Uh,
what's the topic, fellas? What's today's topic?
Man, you know what? Today's topic is just basically my bad, I was reading some. Today's topic was basically saying like do you realize what you're doing? Like you realize what the F you're doing. Basically talking about some of the stuff that in our communities and a lot of other communities that aren't benefiting the community, they continue to do. Like I said, for example, earlier, why is it that like in the black communities and even in the Hispanic communities, because we all share the same communities, like people, I'm glad you're here. A lot of people don't have life insurance. So when it comes to funerals, some people may be doing bad themselves, trying to get out of poverty and can't save money or raise money, but they'll get together and raise thousands to bury somebody. But people can't come together and put funds like that to help each other while they living.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely a big problem in our communities, big problem in our families. I think it's mostly mental and psychological. Money is is a thing that has been placed in front of us as a tool for us to be able to survive and feed ourselves and roof ourselves, keep a roof over our heads. So we have the obligation to go out and make a living for ourselves. At the same time, we've forgotten that we have to also be managers of whatever resources that we get. So what I've noticed and what I've learned in traveling and visiting different places, we think we have poverty here. We really don't. We don't have a poverty issue. We have a money management problem. We have a resource problem.
Yes, man.
I've met people who don't have a roof over their heads, don't have a car, but have more money in their pockets than I do at the time. I've met people who have the nice cars, the nice houses, everything that people think they would want, but yet they're financially strapped.
Yeah.
So when you look at the bigger picture, it's really just money management. It's how you manage your resources. Because I've seen people that have very little, but they have more than most. So it's how you manage the resources that you get. And life insurance is just one of those things where people don't understand the value in being able to pay pennies on a dollar. It's like you're purchasing more money. It's like you're purchasing money at a discount. You pay $1, you get $3 back. But people don't look at the long term. They don't look at the long term growth that can happen if you allow your money to work for you instead of working for your money. And life insurance has always been a tool to build and generate wealth in this country. So it's just educating people on how to properly use it. First, know why you're buying it, understand how it works, and then just being able to put money into something that's going to actually work for you and not against you. So it's just about getting assets, not liabilities.
Well, see, some people don't realize that. Some people still don't know the difference or don't even know what that means. Assets, liabilities. Some people don't even realize basic mathematics. If you're working, if you save $100 a month in 12 months, they don't realize at the end of the year how much that'll be. It's just that easy. Like I say, some people don't. Yeah, I mean, we think they have common sense. Some people really don't. I mean, but that's why they say, man, that's why people like us try to share that knowledge so people can find out what they should be doing, especially with the life insurance, because some people got policies that's not benefiting them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And that just comes from educating the people properly. You got a lot of insurance people out here, that don't explain things properly to people. So you have situations where people don't trust the insurance companies anymore. They don't trust life insurance anymore. They don't trust anything. So
Yeah.
it makes it harder. It makes it harder for somebody like myself who's really trying to teach you and educate you on what's what in the marketplace, because there's so many different insurance companies and so many different types of policies that most people don't even know what they're looking at. So just being able to break it down for them and not push nothing on people where it feels like you're just trying to sell them something. Because at the end of the day, if you educate them and they see the value in it, then they're going to make a educated decision if it's the right thing for them.
Yeah. Hey, Russ, I got a question for you, man. Like being on the legal side of it, I know when it comes to insurance, some people do have some legal battles with insurance companies and maybe things like that. How often do you come across or have you heard of maybe colleagues coming across some insurance battles, or is that a common thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty common. You having issues or claims against the insurance company, especially when they don't want to pay out, especially on the death claim. They'll
Yeah.
find sometimes they'll find a reason to not pay out. Like, if the client died within the first 2 years of the policy, they don't really have to pay out.
Right.
Now,
Right.
now, see,
Right.
let me ask you a question off that right there. Now, see, I'm glad you said that, and I asked this question because of what he said about what the tailor said about some people may not trust these insurers. Maybe because
Yeah,
some people have heard of how insurance companies or some insurers try to F over people. That's why they don't trust them. And then, like you say, stuff
yep,
like that. In 2 years, they won't, they ain't got to pay nothing. Maybe they didn't explain that when they locked them into it.
yep,
Right.
yep. It's a lot of that. There's a lot of that goes on in the industry. But see, this is where the public needs to be educated. Also, every insurance company is not the same. So that's not an industry standard. That's not an industry thing. That's a company thing. So you have different types of insurance companies. You have public insurance companies like State Farms, the All States. You see them on commercials all the time. They have shareholders. So they have a board and they have people that they have to answer to in order to make decisions. You have mutual insurance companies. They're owned by the policyholders, meaning the general public. If you have a policy with the mutual insurance company, it's like you're a stakeholder in the company. So you have ownership in the company and you receive dividends. The differences between the two in the decision making when it comes to paying death claims, most of the insurance carriers that you see that have those issues are publicly traded companies. They have board members. So in their contracts, you may see things like there's a 2 year um, there's a 2 year clause. So if the person
2 year period of
contempts this
contestability.
contract, then they may not. It's at their discretion if they want to pay out the death claim, right? But let's say it's a company that is a mutual company. No one in particular, but most mutual companies have reserves. They have profit. They're in the green, so to speak. These are the companies that house most of the money that backs the banking system. So basically, these are the companies that can offer guarantees on your money. These companies, they don't have they don't have issues paying death claims, no matter when you pass away. Once they take your money is already invested or put into the general fund of that company. So basically, your money is good with them. If your money is with a publicly traded company, a different type structured life insurance company, then you might run into that issue where they can make a decision on your contract that you didn't know you had a 2 year clause. So what I tell people is before you sign an insurance contract, number one, find out, get your information on the company that you're doing business with, find out their history, find out their history of paying death claims. Have they had any issues, paying people death claims before you sign a contract with any insurance company? But also look at their background as far as the type of insurance that you're trying to get. Has that insurance performed or done what the people that have purchased these policies, has it done for them what they claim? So numbers don't lie, people do. So what I tell people is look at the numbers.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I mean, yeah, you got to do
You
your
got
research.
you got to do your research on anything. Don't ever just go with don't ever go up based off of what someone tells you. I tell everybody, even my clients, do your research. You can do your research before you do business with anything or anybody that approaches you about business. Once you do your research, when that person talks to you, then everything that they talk about should check off with what you did your research on.
It say at Charles. I'm assuming that Mr. Charles, but it says most of y'all are full of. Do you believe that? I mean, I'm assuming he's talking about the insurance people, but I mean, I don't. Well, like you say, some people may feel that way about them because they see a lot of the negative stuff all the time. Because that's in every aspect.
Of
All the negativity gets
course,
publicized more than the good.
of course. I mean, it just like I said, it goes back to what type of insurance companies have you dealt with. I mean, you only can base your perception on what you dealt with, right? So that's with anything. If you've dealt with bad actors or bad companies that mislead. That's that company. That's not every insurance company, because every company is different.
Yeah.
But you have people that are using the products and these financial resources and tools to accumulate, build, and preserve their wealth, and they're living tax free, and they're earning money on top of money, just using things that are readily available to them because they understand how to use them. Just like when you drive to other sides of town and you see people just out and about at coffee shops, and they're able to go out and move around, and it's like, does this person work? They're just
And
hanging around.
And you know what? Let me piggyback off you real quick, because I had a conversation with a few people about this. Um, like you said, a lot of people in certain these neighborhoods, do they work? They just hanging around. Like where we see that at in our community, that's predominantly the white neighborhoods where you see a lot of people hanging out, coffee shops, stuff like that. But you look at statistics when it comes down to electronic benefit transactions, which is for EBT for those that don't know. A lot of people think black and brown are the number one recipients of that. They aren't. So I say that to say this: when it comes all around like fraudulent stuff like that, I'm going to piggyback off what Mr. Charleston White said on a video a few days ago. He said it's crazy why a lot of people think the snaps is cut. Yeah, they looking at the politics, the government, stuff like that. But look at the fraud amongst stuff. There's always some fraud shit going on in every aspect. He said with that, it's like you think they not monitoring where these EBT cards are being swiped at. You think some of these poor people ain't selling them cards to their rich relatives, and they using them cards in these zip codes where they ain't supposed to be used. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I said that really. I said, damn, that stood out. I said, damn, people don't think about that. What you think about that, Russ?
What people using the EBT? I mean, what were you saying?
Well, basically, like I was saying, like, some of the people didn't realize that the monitoring of it, the fraudulentness of, like what insurance guy was saying, a lot of the fraud amongst everything. But like I was just saying, just in that aspect, what Charleston White has said, this snap stuff is deeper than what people think. A lot of these people who be letting they rich aunt, he specifically said a lot of these young women that's on EBT letting they wealthy aunties, use their cards, and they using them in their neighborhoods, buying lobster, shrimp. So they think all these people misusing it, buying lobster and shrimp, but they not. He said they letting the people with money use that and giving it back to them, and they using it for scraps, buying Tostinos and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's true. But he said, like, yeah, they know the zip codes of the areas of the income of this area. These areas don't make no more than 30, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 a year. So why is these EBT cards being swiped in the area where the predominant income is 200,000 or more a year?
I mean, they could travel. I mean,
Nah.
that's why they can't. I mean, it's possible. Shit, hell, I want to go to the good store. Let me go to the good store. Shit, why? And a lot of neighborhoods don't have grocery stores either.
Well, we talking about Los
Food
Angeles.
business.
We talking about Los Angeles where everything is convenient. Like everything is convenient. And what I say too, also a store in the neighborhood we grew up in. The guy, he Dominican native, he came out here, opened the store. He got caught for EBT fraud. Y'all can look it up. It's all on the web, been on there for years. But I say that to say this: it's the tracking. People forget about that. You know what I'm saying? They know what areas an income is. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be, using these cards over here in Beverly Hills, because nobody over here really has EBT.
But shit, if the store accepts it, why can't I go to Beverly Hills and use it?
But that's not. Well, see,
I'm just saying, what is wrong with that shit?
I get what you're saying. If the store accepts it, why you can't use it? But I'm saying, like, if it's being used consistently, that brings on an investigation. Then they finding out the people using it ain't the ones who's supposed to have it.
No, that's gonna automatically hit a red flag. He's not in our tax bracket.
Just because I'm broke.
That
don't
real
mean
shit.
I have.
That's gonna raise a red flag.
No, it's gonna be like, dude, he's not in our tax bracket.
Real shit.
Because
That's
I'm
gonna raise
broke,
a
you ain't
red
got to
flag.
tie me to that bullshit ass the hood grocery store. Because a lot of times the hood grocery store do be lacking.
Nah,
No,
yeah.
for real.
Well, you looking at a lot of these. DHS is teaming up with a lot of local police departments, especially in New York. You see what they doing? They're getting people with these illegal EBT machines. Some of these stores aren't supposed to have them, but they getting them like on these illegal markets and shit, and they, making that money.
I mean,
No,
shit, people gonna find a way to make money on anything.
on
That's just the
anything.
fact of life. Shit. If it's a way
Yeah,
to make $1 to corrupt it, people gonna find it. But that don't
yeah.
mean you cut off everybody who actually need it. I mean, that's just kind of part of it. Let's go and come along with the game. Shit, somebody gonna find a way to,
Yep.
to come
It's
up.
always gonna be a
Shit,
back.
that's just it.
It's always gonna be a back door to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you can't eliminate that.
speaking of corruption, y'all check this out, man. Somebody had to check on corruption here for themselves. Look at this.
Morning of a YouTuber who snuck a camera in a massage parlor and exposed the employees for offering sexual favors. I visited the location last night to see if the accusations were true.
Sometimes you gotta investigate for yourself.
Yeah. Do your own research, man. Do your own research. They even tell you that when they start to put this crypto stuff out there, they just threw it out there to people and people still don't understand it. They just do your own research. But they be like, you ain't out here educating nobody and teaching nobody how to do it, so people gotta go figure it out for themselves.
Well, hey, what do you think about the Tom Brady thing? You know what I'm saying? That whole scandal with the kid who he was tied up with the crypto stuff. Like, I mean, what you think that was? He didn't
I
do
don't
his
think
research?
I don't know I don't know what's going on with them people, man. I don't pay attention to Tom and nobody else, brother. They
Yeah,
got
I
Well,
they
haven't
they
even
got
heard about that. I don't even know nothing
yeah.
about that.
I don't know nothing
man,
about it.
well,
My
it
head is
was
in the
all
sand. My head is in the sand, brother.
that one guy, the crypto guy, I forgot his name, but he's currently in jail. He was arrested on charges of some of that shit. But like you say, a lot of that shit goes by. Some people didn't do their research. Some people were just investing in shit they didn't know nothing about.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And that's not just with that. That's just with anything. Like,
True.
during the pandemic, the stock market was hot. A lot of people was investing in stocks. You still had to research. You couldn't just invest
Yep.
money in some shit you didn't know about.
You still got to do research on that stuff. That stuff is the currency of the future. These people are building digital currencies to be able to replace your everyday dollar in these major cities. I don't know about all over, but I know in these major cities they going smart cities. So they trying
Yeah.
to eliminate a certain demographic of people, gentrifying the cities, getting them up out of here. You know, creating these bike lanes so that they can have their recreational areas.
Hey,
Because
hey,
they
let
plant.
me ask you this. Do you think they're gentrifying the areas to get rid of a certain demographic of people? Or if these certain demographic of people were to level up financially, you think they would still be allowed?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a.
you
I think
can.
it's. I think it's
Yeah.
definitely a class thing. I definitely think it's a class. It's a class struggle.
So it's not a
Right.
racial struggle.
No,
No,
it's
the
it's
racial.
a racial, but
It's mixed. It's mixed. Yeah, it's
it's
mixed. It's a mixed. It's a
disguised as
mixed thing.
class. They're using class to divide people by race.
That's right. That's right. There you
Because
go. There you
they
go.
know the majority of people of color cannot afford this number,
There,
so that's
there,
the way we
there
gonna
you
keep them
go.
out. And so
There
if
you
you
go.
happen to be able to afford it, sure you can move in.
Sure.
But how
Sure.
many people of
Exactly.
color can afford it? That's the issue.
Exactly.
That's how they keep you out. They can't
That's
just come straight out and say we don't want black people or we don't want Mexicans here. They got to do it
Well,
another way,
well,
so they
well.
outprice
Basically,
you.
they can now. Ain't it no DEI? They can now, huh?
No, I don't know
no,
about
no,
that. Yeah,
no.
I
They
don't
can't
know
do that.
about that. DEI kind of applied to like jobs and school, not just housing. Because I don't think you still can't discriminate in housing. Not like that. Not blatant. No,
Right.
you can't do that.
So yeah, tell that to the remember the old that old Clippers allegation, Donald Sterling or someone he didn't want to they allegedly rent out to certain people in his apartment complexes. And I remember a comedian saying, shit, I would rent out to a certain amount of people too. They tear up your shit, then you gotta spend all kind of money, you know what I'm saying? I said, yeah,
Well,
well,
it ain't the color, man. It's the class.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the class. You gotta have class. See, what our people forgot, man, is we had class. Our people had class at one time. We lost it. The white folks started taking stuff from us, destroying stuff. So that turned us into what? A group that had to find another way to make it.
So can
Which
we get
forced us.
back to that, or you think we
Yeah,
lost?
we already went. We on our way back to it, but we're not back to it together. That's the problem.
Why is that?
Everybody's kind of doing their own thing because look at what we're up against. Have they ever allowed a group of positive black influencers to be together as one unit? No, they keep separation.
Yeah.
Everybody's building their own strengths up separately. I mean, that's the way that you're supposed to grow anyway. You're not supposed to look to grow in the same pot as somebody else. We started getting too used to being stuck together in groups, which allowed people to come in and divide those groups. So now we're hybrids. We can function by ourselves, but we can come together when we need to.
Let me ask you this question: Would you say, life lasts, nothing happened? You at your 90th birthday party, and they say this man, successful, blah blah, philanthropist, entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? They run your whole accomplishment down, and at the end they say he's a. Would you want to be known as a well-established American man, or would you want to be known as a black American man?
Just as a man, I don't care about all that other stuff. That stuff don't matter. I'm gonna be gone. When I'm gone, I'm gonna be with the creator, the higher
Well,
up.
I didn't say you was gone. I said you was there at your 90th birthday party. Shit, I
Oh,
didn't say
no,
you was
no,
gone.
we're not gonna be doing all that. We're not doing all that at my 90s. We ain't doing all that. That's doing too much, man. I want to be somewhere quiet, chilling, and relaxing. I don't need no applause. I don't need no celebrations. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that. Peaceful existence is what I want to accomplish in my life. I don't need all the extra drama. Been there, done that. All the hoopla, all that spent part. It's like for what?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, all the wild stuff. I know some people look back at shit that I wonder if LT Lawrence Taylor looked back at some stuff because I was watching a
Oh
clip of
man,
him saying some shit earlier when they one of the reporters quoted him saying, "You said this. You couldn't wait some time to get out of the games and after practices to smoke rock cocaine."
wow,
He asked
wow.
him that on live TV, and he said, "Well, it was just like,
I mean, it wasn't a secret though. I mean, it was a different
yeah, it wasn't
time.
no
Yeah,
secret."
shit. It wasn't no secret shit. I
Hey,
mean,
Russ was like, it wasn't no secret.
it wasn't. Everybody knew LT was on cocaine and crack, and I mean, they used to go back into the locker room. They drink beer and smoke cigarettes at halftime. I mean, what the fuck you think they doing back there?
And what'd you say? They had to. They said, "Where's LT and such and such?" They
Hey,
had to run
nah,
to their car real quick.
hey, you know what? You know who I think it was? LT and Michael Irv. They was probably
Oh yeah,
rolling
Michael
up.
Irvin was
Mike said,
definitely.
Mike said, I'll be up there in a minute, LT. I'll see you in a minute.
Oh yeah, well, everybody know Michael Irvin love cocaine. Shit.
Man, them dudes was on one back then.
Mm-hmm.
They was
What's
on
up,
one back
vibes
then.
of a melanin queen? What's the word?
What's going on, y'all?
All right.
Same old stuff, man. Just sitting here, man. Damn, that's crazy. Now, would that be associated? One of the best linebackers to ever play was on that
I mean, you
baby.
never heard this before?
No, I've heard it before, but I'm just saying, like, damn, it
Oh,
just, just thinking, like, damn, did that have something to do? Maybe it's why he didn't feel the pain and always brung the bass.
yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of was the reason he could keep going and going. Your motor don't stop. Shit, you full of that coke. Shit, I don't need a break.
Hello?
I think they was doing it because of the wild sex with the women. If they was smoking cocaine, just imagine the women they was with. They was doing it too. So
Man, he was doing it because he was an addict, dude.
yeah, and so you think an addict man is gonna hang around with a woman that don't do it?
Maybe.
Maybe yes.
Right.
This is a very small chance.
yeah.
Maybe. Yeah,
Nah, the
maybe.
question is,
Shit.
the question is the woman that ain't doing the drugs, is she gonna be around the man that's doing that shit?
And that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So 9 out of 10, she got to be don't own it too.
Come
It
on,
don't have
come
to
on,
be
my
nine
man.
times out
Yeah.
of 10.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
agree
eight
with that
times out
either.
of 10.
I don't
Oh
know.
my.
It depends. No, it depends. If she was with him before he started, she might be trying to stay with him just to get him, see if he gonna come out of it. But I mean,
You
I've
really
seen it
think
happen.
that?
I've seen it happen.
You really think that
What?
What?
she gonna stay with a major dope addict thinking he gonna come out of it?
I've seen
Yeah,
women
some
that did.
women do
Seen
it.
I've seen it. Man.
Yeah,
Women
there's some
nowadays,
women
no,
who stay.
the women nowadays not gonna do it. But I'm talking about back in the days. I've seen it, bro. That's one of my friends I grew up with across the street from me, bro. His parents was solid. Like when they first moved over there, and first met my friend across the street, bro. He was like 7 or 8 years old. By the time that boy was 15, his parents was going through some shit. His father ended up doing drugs. He was an engineer at Northrop, bro, and he ended up doing cocaine. Then he got strung out. His mama, she was straight. She was going to work every day still. He started smoking and stopped going to work. She was still going to work, making sure the house was paid. She stayed with that dude for like 3-4 years after that.
Was he
Yeah, I'm
on
thinking,
rock or powder?
Did he ever
man,
get off?
he was on rock. He was on rock, bro. This was back in like fucking 80s.
Look, come think about it. I got a homeboy, his old
Telling you,
man like that. Shit, he
I'm
been
telling you.
smoking crack long as I can fucking remember. And him and his
Yeah,
wife is still together. And
yeah,
she don't
yeah.
smoke.
I'm telling you.
She
The
doing,
women,
she's like,
man,
she go to church, she do all the right things. But this
man,
dude smoke crack.
she really loved that dude. If a woman really love you, bro, they gonna stick with you as long as they can deal
Yeah,
with you.
yep. So
When
you
they
can't
fed
say
up,
it.
like R. Kelly said, when a woman
When they
fed up, she
fed up,
fed up.
it's a different thing.
Yeah, it's a different
Yeah.
thing, bro. But
You mean
when she still
you
love you,
mean to tell me that a woman will sit by? I'm talking about, yeah, you got some people that have some habits, but I'm talking about one of them super rock addicts. Like you
Yep.
telling me a woman
Yep.
gonna sit by?
Yep.
she
Yep.
don't love
I've
you,
seen
man.
it. So yeah, I've seen it. So I'll be
If
like,
he was
yep.
I mean,
Tell me,
And she ain't
I
fucked
don't know
nobody
no
else.
woman that's gonna
Nope.
get with
I'm
a
not saying.
crackhead.
Yeah, right. She
I'm
ain't gonna
not
get with no
saying like, come
crackhead.
on now.
Yeah.
I said if she was with the dude and he was straight when he was stand up, stand down, he stood down for her. He just happened to go through a rough period and ended up doing
Yeah,
drugs
that's
and he
different.
just
That's
got
two
No,
different
I
things.
understand that. No, I understand that right there.
that's
But
what I'm
I'm
talking
just
about. I don't
saying,
know about
like I'm talking about a motherfucker become a TV stealer. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you sticking around that?
but that's
Shit.
on I
Like
don't
I
know.
said.
I don't know what she
TV
gonna do.
station.
At the end of the day, I mean a woman love a nigga enough, she gonna stick around for a whole lot of shit. They stick around for abuse, they stick around for a nigga beating the dog shit out of them. Motherfuckers stick
Extramarital
together.
affairs. You had
Think
outside
about it.
kids.
Think
They
about it.
stick
Think
around for
about it.
all that shit. That's
Hey
why I'm
Russ,
crazy.
Russ, tell him to look at it like this. Would you rather have a nigga stomping you in your head or smoking rock?
Yeah.
You said stumping me in my head or smoke. Wait, say what? Would I rather smoke a
What would
rock or
you
have somebody stumping me
no
in
I'm
my
just
head?
But
saying
you have a dude who abusing
what I'm
you or he
saying is
got a drug addict. Which one you
what I'm
got?
saying what I'm saying is you got women that get physically abused, bro, getting beat, mangled, and they stay with dudes. And you gotta ask that question, why would she stay with a dude that's beating the mangler? Same thing that you would ask, why would a woman stay with a man that smoked dope? She love him.
I think that's kind of different. A drug addict and an
Nah, man,
abuser.
nah, man.
Because
Nah,
one somebody. I
nah,
mean,
man. Nah.
I'm not
how is
gonna say
somebody
that can
smoking
fall in the
drugs?
same
I'm not
category.
saying it's the same. I'm not saying it's the same category, but what I'm saying is it's the same thing, but two different optics.
It's something that has them hooked. I know what you're saying. You
It's
know,
love, bro.
it's
What I'm
yeah.
telling you is what would make you stay with this is two people we talking about here.
I don't think I could meet. I don't think I could love somebody whooping my ass.
No, you can't because you're a man, so you can't even see it from a woman's point of view. Is what I'm saying. We can't even think like them. What I'm telling you is women will stick around for
It's
situations, bro,
more
because
to it
they.
when a woman
I,
is sticking around when a man is beating on her.
So so
There's a
that
lot
that
more to that.
so
I'm
that
not
that
going
well,
to
I
that
know
say
that
that.
she's
con-
just
Well,
going
I
to
know
stick
that.
there because of love, because I'm not
I
going to
know
say
that.
love will play a big part in that.
That's
well
not the biggest part in it, but
that contradicts equality. What you said because you basically saying like you say men don't think like women, so that you can't
we
say
don't.
everybody's equal.
Men don't
Now,
think
men
like
don't think
women.
We
like
don't.
What?
women.
No,
What?
I
No,
know
men
that.
So why
I
don't
am I?
know
think like
that.
women.
I know that.
So how am I contradicting anything? What are you talking about?
No,
What are we talking about?
I'm not saying I'm saying that you're contradicting. I'm just saying, according to what a lot of people say, oh, a woman could think like a man and this, that, and that. So he's
Who you
saying
talking
like
about?
you
Steve
can't.
Harvey?
Who
So
in the hell then
who
said a
said that?
woman can think like a man
Hey,
Much
Steve
and a
shit
Harvey.
y'all,
man can think like a woman?
much shit y'all done seen on the daily, everyday, flicking y'all phone. Y'all telling me y'all ain't heard or seen no shit like
Hey,
that.
I don't see no
No.
shit. I don't see no shit like that, brother. I don't even pay man, please.
I'm
I
finna
don't know
start
what you mean.
tagging all y'all and all this crazy shit.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't
I ain't
want to
never
see it.
heard of that though.
Nah.
Hey,
I know
what
what
you
he's
say?
saying.
Hey, you never heard of it?
No, but I
Steve
know what he's
Harvey
saying.
wrote a
No, I know
book
what he's
telling
saying.
a woman
No,
to act like a woman and think like a man. You talking about you never
I
heard
know
of
But
what you're
that?
that's
saying.
not
I know.
that you got to think about that. That's not what he meant when he wrote that book.
Well, think like a man or whatever. Act like a
Well,
woman and think like a man.
let me ask y'all this, especially this is for the men, Russ and Insurance Taylor. You as men, like you like my wife said that's not what he meant when he wrote that book. I know that's not what he meant, but
I
my
can
thing
read
is,
books, so I don't know what that means.
that's what I'm saying.
I
Like
definitely didn't read it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that was
saying.
not of interest to me.
And that's what I'm saying. My thing is, who's really going to take love advice from that book? Like, for real. And who has? And if
A
they
whole
have
bunch
it
of
worked?
women.
Who
A
has
whole
and
bunch of
who
women.
cares? I mean, that's him. His book sells. I based it
Right.
on the movie. I didn't
Yeah.
go read the book. I watched the damn movie.
Right.
There's a difference.
That book was appeal to women. That was not a book for men.
At all.
No, it wasn't. And it was a
No.
book to appeal to women, but a lot of black women didn't buy it. It was actually a lot of white women that went out and bought that book.
And you think they succeeded in getting black men from it?
Really?
9 times out of 10, they probably did.
Yeah, no, because they damn sure came up. That last 10 years, I've been seeing a lot of brothers going to the other side.
Hey, what you say? What the Insurance Taylor said? They sure did.
Oh man.
Terrible.
A
Oh
lot of them
shit.
got them Tyrone niggas, so they can keep them. A lot of them got the Steve Urkel, the ones that don't even think they're black, so they can keep them.
Oh man, hey, but it's real out here though, man. I seen a few people who was looking like they was doing bad, that they didn't, snaps didn't get uploaded for that food. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm sure there's a whole lot of people out here doing bad.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Not just saying from that. You got some people who still unemployed. People forget about that, man. You got a lot of people out here right now. They talking about employment rate is it's at a low. It's not, man. I mean, nobody's really hiring because they don't know what's going on. Some people are working their job short. Hell, look at the confusion in some of these like districts right now. You got in-house confrontations going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with a lot of the legal stuff going on. So it's, a lot of the county, cities, and school jobs right now are trying to clean house before a lot of stuff gets red lighted and spotlighted. So you got a lot of in-house racial confrontations going on in districts that you don't hear about. You hear about from locals that you know what I'm saying, people that you see with kids in the school. But a lot of this stuff is still going on, man. Some of the stuff that gets overlooked, some of the stuff that should be brought to light, some of the stuff we should know about, especially if you got kids in these schools, man, because how many people got kids in these schools, and it's a lot of stuff that go on that you don't hear about until they get home after the fact it happened.
Yeah, of course. We were some of those kids.
But some other kid, man, hey, some kids, man, my buddy in middle school got stabbed at school. This was a middle schooler that got stabbed at school by, some grown guy, gangman, back in the early 90s. And, his mom found out like, a couple hours later. I heard like, that's crazy. As I got older, I said, damn, they didn't immediately let the mom know.
Yeah, that's wild. My mom would have busted nutty.
But
They protocols are different and weird.
they
It's more
are.
so to protect them than to protect your child.
They are. That's why I tell a lot of people, they always run into HR and human resources. I tell people, HR at a job is not there to protect you. They there to protect the company and the managers and stuff like that, to save them from lawsuits and shit like that. make your money work for you. Like Insurance Taylor say, not just insurance. Me personally, I feel if you at work and anybody that has unions and you getting money taken out of your check for them, make their ass work for you.
Right.
Like real shit.
Facts.
Make their ass work for you. Press
Yep.
them. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. If you're a woman, you shouldn't have to take no discrimination at your job. Especially, I'm gonna say it for some of these foreigners who working at the jobs. I've worked with a lot of guys who from the different countries. Their traits towards women are different. So some of them
Yeah.
bring those traits here to this country. Like some of the Middle Eastern employees, they come here, they think women are beneath them. Even women who are in positions that are superior of their position, they don't show them no respect and they talk down to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, y'all don't have to put up with this BS at your jobs. If you have unions, make them work for you. You shouldn't have to put up with racism, sexism, sexual harassment, any of that.
Right.
Know your policies too. I encourage everybody at your jobs, you know what I'm saying? Don't just get hired on a job. Read your policy. It won't hurt you to skim through it. Some people been at their job for over 10 years and don't even know where to find their damn job policy manual at.
Yeah. That's right. That's true.
So you gotta really, like I say, make your money work for you. If you already getting money taken out your check and you getting harassed on your job and you're not utilizing your union, if you have it, basically you're giving away free money and just to be, bullied at work.
Yeah. Learn how to use the resources that's available to you.
Learn how to use the resources. A lot of jobs now, local jobs in counties now are being visually monitored for sweeps. Some county jobs, I've had some people reach out to me, say that their job was swept, and a lot of people who, had expired visas were in high position, supervisor, manager spots that had to go get those worked out. Some weren't able to because they said one guy was expired in 2010, I think.
Oh man. Yeah. They don't get back from that one, brother.
So that's why I say, just a lot of heat that's coming from some people in higher positions who've been here for years, and nothing personal towards a lot of these people. But hey, when the laws on the book have been in play for years and not enforced, and now they're starting to be enforced, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people. But at the end of the day, I don't wish no harm on nobody. I don't wish no malice on anybody, no violence on anybody. Only thing I wish for is my community to start living better, because we contributed to a lot in this whole country before. A lot of people, some people don't even realize the contribution that the Black indigenous Americans had over here. So, you got to really learn your history. It's not from anger. It's just off the fact of, you can't mess over people forever.
A lot of the things that our ancestors fought for, we don't even benefit from. That's the crazy part about it.
We don't.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't care. Some people overlook it. Some people some people will sit back and allow other people to benefit off things that are due for us. You know what I'm saying? And won't speak up.
That's why it's important for us to establish trust and wills and, make investments and buy real estate and learn how to protect our assets.
You got to depend on ourselves. We can't depend on the government to come in and do anything at this point. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
right. The government is not going to save us.
Yeah, their job has never been to make us wealthy. That's our job.
Well, we got to look out for each other. And I say this all the time.
That was the blueprint for the Black Panthers. This is the reason why the Black Panthers was started, so that we didn't have to depend on the government, that we didn't have to lean on them to give us support. This is why all this came into play. And it was just like, that's why they killed a lot of them and put them in jail, because they was doing too much. We were able to feed our own children and start hospitals, open up banks and stuff like that. Yep. We were able to start building our own. And they seen that we didn't need them.
Well, we're still able to do that. It's just that we didn't do the paperwork. We missed the most important part of how this country was built and started. It was built on a contract, on a signature. John Hancock, piece of paper. It had to be legal, it had to be documented, Once you legalize and document something, it can't be undone. It's called
Yeah.
irrevocable trust. That's how the Rockefellers, that's how the Rothschilds, that's how
Oh
all
yeah.
these families built their wealth, and they kept it going for generations, 500 years, 600 years.
Mm-hmm.
We can do the same thing, but we're not doing the paperwork. People are afraid to do the paperwork. So we just have to start
Mm-hmm.
doing the paperwork.
And
Simple.
it's about thinking ahead also too, man. I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy who was on the Michael Jackson Thriller. He wasn't a black guy, but just saying, like you say, the pen is mightier than the sword.
It is. It is.
He was the guy on that Thriller, that ha ha ha, that voice. At the
Yeah.
time, they said
That's
he
Vincent
had,
Price.
yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said at the time he had, I couldn't think of his name right now. At the time he had the chance to get like credits off of that song, or have a $20,000 one-time payment. Back in, what was that, early '80s, $20,000, a lot of money.
Yeah.
So he took that 20,000. Didn't know Thriller was gonna be what it was today. So, like you say, if he would have signed that dotted line and earned credits off that song every time it was played, whenever, how many copies of Thriller have been sold? I want to say probably over 300 million.
That's a hell of a
Give
lot.
or take.
So,
Especially around Halloween. That's like the Halloween theme song.
man, that's Halloween theme song. I mean, you guys like Chris Brown then remade the dance up, made, on their shows overseas and stuff like that. So it's a part of a lot of people's performances still today. So like you say, the pen is mightier than the sword. Like you say, if a lot of people would have got the paperwork out the way, some people don't even want to go through the paperwork because it costs a little extra. Oh, it might cost me $200 to file it. I got 3 left. Think of it like
That's
this:
why
that 200 you're gonna spend to file might bring you 200,000 in a year or two.
it go back to the fundamentals, though, brother. It goes back to the fundamentals of reading, writing, and arithmetic. Fundamentals. So
Basics.
reading is fundamental, and a lot of our people, I hate to say it, they missed a lot of the reading and comprehension sessions when we were having them in school, because a lot
Hey,
of us
but you
were
know what?
dropping out,
You right.
and
You
leaving
right.
school early. So a lot of the stuff that we're talking about would have been able to be comprehended if they had went through those lessons. But a lot of our people chose the street life, and we know how that affected us. So now it's time for us to correct it.
Well,
Not
you
not
know
time to
what
point
though?
fingers. It's not time to point fingers at anybody. Just do your part.
Yeah, you're right.
And
It
it's
ain't no point. It ain't no point finger that. But I will say this: like, I'm out of the era. I'm a millennial. I know y'all in the era before us. Talking you and Russ. But I say, us coming behind, looking at y'all era. I want to say, man, the millennial has a tough era had a tougher era to come out of than y'all did.
Anyway, all right.
okay.
I'm just saying that, like,
I hear
no,
you. Yeah.
hey, all right, I put it to you like this. Hey, Pot. Now, maybe you know what I'm saying right now. Like me personally, I'm 40 years old, and people in my era, still in millennials, not me, but just saying, it's a lot of people still who have to put up with this gangbang shit. Not even affiliated, but got to deal with it. So I'm saying, like, the millennial era, just for the West Coast. I can't speak for Houston, but just saying for the West Coast, because y'all era really, I mean, y'all had the 90s. Our shit is still going on with drama.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I mean, everybody can stake a claim to who had the roughest era and all that. I mean,
Oh,
people
I'm not
go back.
saying we were the
People,
roughest. Not saying we the roughest at all. But I'm just saying, like what you said, a lot of people dropped out. In our era, a lot of millennials went to college and went to school. You know what I'm saying? They didn't drop out. So I'm just saying, like, you had a lot of them guys who saw that era that came before us, the tough shit. Niggas had to be hood gangsters, but then they wised up, and some of them start going to school. Why you think all these basketball players and all this shit young now coming out even more? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
but
just
you had
saying,
that.
like,
You had that going on back then. To those, it's really nothing has changed. Nothing but the date. It's just that the transition that we've seen in the country as far as the government and the system that they're creating.
now,
It's
well,
affected.
I think the caring amongst each other is more now than it was in y'all era. Because back then, people was really killing over a real color. Nowadays, you see opposites in LA who shouldn't be hanging with each other, riding with each other.
Well, they was doing that back in my era too. Like, I mean, back then it was kind of like because the peace treaty
Not
era
like that.
started. The peace treaty started in '92. So when the peace treaty happened,
And it
you
ended
really
in
seen
what, 003?
what the treaty.
The peace treaty started in 92 and it ended like what, 02, 03? And it's
I mean,
been heated ever since.
yeah, it's been heated ever since. But you gotta think about it. It did curve a lot of the stuff that could have been going on, but it was still stuff going on. And I think it connected more to the city when that happened. So people were able to go areas that they normally couldn't go into. So it just expanded everything.
Yeah, it did. People started looking at a broader picture, but like I say, man, it's still a lot of work to be done. Like I've said before on the show, LA rates of unaliving at one point was like over 1,000 a year at some point, but as of recently, it's been under like 400 or under 500. And some, a lot of politicians say, "Oh, that's great. That's good, real good." Like, what you mean good? Hell, 400, that's bad.
But well, you gotta look at 400 out. How many million?
Right.
How many million here?
And you talking about in LA?
Right. How many million?
About 4 million.
So out of 500, you got 400 out of 5 million.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
you
it's
know,
that many.
there's gonna be,
I don't know if it's that
there's gonna
many
be
to count.
casualties. Right. Well, 4 million. You know.
I don't know if it's that many. I think it's probably about 2. Like
Really?
black folks, like a lot of us moved up out of here, brother.
Nah. Well. I mean, like I say, that's the thing people
Not
don't
different.
realize,
Let's
man.
just say this. Let's just say this. The numbers changed a little bit because a lot of
Well,
people
hey,
a lot of people that were
you have
unrated.
to count the undocumented in LA because our local police do not police that. So when they make calls,
Talking about
they're
no, I'm
considered
just talking
in the
about we're talking.
statistics.
No, I'm just talking about you talking about just straight black population. Or are you talking
Oh, I
about
thought you meant as entirety in LA.
no entirely? It's about maybe 8-9 million people out here.
Believe it or not, it might be 40 million in California.
Yeah, California. But
Oh
as far as the
yeah, it
demographic,
could be 40
but
million now.
but as far as the demographic of black folks, shit, that number went down. A lot of us moved up out of the city.
Well, the city, state, what would you say? And a lot, a lot of people put themselves in debt. I've always said this, man. This is to all my black folks. If you're doing bad in California, stop thinking you're going to move to Atlanta and just start doing good out of nowhere. You got to have some kind of plan, some kind of money, something set up. You're just not going to be doing bad here and find a way to scrap up and move there. You're going to be doing bad out there.
I mean, you need to have a plan.
That's why I
Definitely
said you
have a
got to have
plan.
I
something
just
set
don't
up.
just pack up and move, but I mean, I'm gonna say it's not guaranteed though. Shit, sometimes a change of scenery do some people some good.
Well, it's
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
person. It's on the person too. If you a lazy motherfucker
Right.
here, ain't got shit going on, and you just figure I'm gonna go out there and it's finna be popping. Nah, man. Like you said, you gotta have some kind of plan, some setup, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to strategize or put together a plan, and
put
Some
you
together a
can't
people
just
plan.
too
put together a
Right.
plan.
comfortable.
You got to put together a good
Comfortability is
plan.
the problem. Some
Yeah.
people just too comfortable living the same way, doing the same thing every day.
No,
Nothing's
that's true.
changing.
Yeah.
You have people that's stuck in their ways. So it's like it ain't that even with the plan. Sometimes my thing is it takes just a little bit of help. Even if you have a plan, sometimes everybody needs help. Takes a little
Yep.
bit of help.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody want to allow help. I've posted something like this on Facebook. It's all right to allow new friends in. Some people been stuck to old friends that ain't did shit for them, never been there for them, but they won't make new friends or allow people they meet to get close to them because they're like, oh, I can't allow no new friends because of the old people that messed them over. Maybe sometime these new people that's coming in your life is the people that should be there to help you out.
It's true.
I mean, that's true. I mean, you gotta keep an open mind. Cause you never know what people be brought into your path that could help you. So you can't just close off anybody simply because that's a new person.
Yeah,
Right.
well, That's
Man, gotta be
a
crazy.
traumatization that a lot of people in our community don't speak about. They've been so messed over by so many friends in the past that they won't even allow new people to come in and be cool with them because they just keep a constant guard up, which you have to sometimes, but don't mean you have to do all the time.
Mm-mm. You know, they say if you got 9 broke friends, you bound to be the 10th.
Yeah,
So shit, now you want new people sometimes. Especially if your
and
circle
this
ain't
was
doing nothing for you anyway.
the only
What up?
smartest
What
thing
up?
I've heard Snoop Dogg say was when he said, "If I'm the smartest one in my group, I need a new group."
Yep.
And you have people be like, "Oh, why you don't want to be the smartest one?" Because if I'm the smartest one, I'm never learning anything. There's nothing you can do for me. There's no way we're feeding each other. It just seemed like I'm just giving and you're receiving, but I'm not receiving anything in return. So it's like, I can't be the smartest one in my group.
Now, hey, let me ask y'all this question. This for all y'all. Now, hypothetically speaking, just say if all of us was the same age at 50. And
Yeah.
we was at a coffee shop and somebody, that was younger than us, about maybe 39 or maybe even 29, came and was dropping knowledge and was talking some real stuff. Would we implement something that youngster said and take it in our lives as older people, or we have the mentality as, oh, we 50, so that young man can't tell us shit we don't know?
How could you ever be like that and call yourself
Right.
That'd
a
be
wise
stupid.
person? A wise person will never discredit anybody's knowledge because younger
Right.
people are going to see things from a different perspective. They're younger.
Mm-hmm.
Their eyes are
Yeah, even
sharper.
a
Their
bum might
mind.
have
Their,
something valuable to
my,
tell you.
my whole thing is the wisest elderly person wants the younger person around them to learn from them because their minds is sharper. They're quicker to thoughts. So the elderly person understanding that they're not as swift in the mind as they used to be, the wiser person is going to learn from that younger person because they're going to keep them sharp.
Yeah.
Every elderly person that I've seen that have lived a very long time has a connection with some young person.
Mm-hmm.
No, 'cause you can't get stagnant and think you know everything.
No,
Because
you
I mean,
can't.
the whole
You
point of
can't.
life is about growing. Yeah, you're supposed
About
to
growing and learning.
constantly grow. Right.
Yep.
Once you
And learn.
stop growing, you dying. Shit.
You done.
Well,
You
you're
done,
right.
bro.
You see that's why I make sure I keep my word to Russ and give him his daily briefings every day. You know,
Oh my God.
Oh man. Oh man.
Hey man, but I tell a lot of people though, man, like even my wife say sometimes, man, you be on the phone too damn much. But I say, man, you can look up and people be, I gotta go, be a pallbearer to my cousin tomorrow at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you look up and people are gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a few people that I wish I could pick up and call and talk to. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to stay in touch with people because shit, you never know, man. Shit is just that fast. Like my cousin got to bury tomorrow. His neighbor said she just saw him last night before he went in. Then the next day, I was knocking on her door, letting her know that he passed away.
But sometimes that energy has to be, also reciprocated. You can't just always be the person reaching out to people and no one's reaching out to you. It's okay to, reach out to your people and check on them, but they also have to know that the landline, it works two ways. I just feel like a lot of people nowadays, especially in this time of day, people don't reach out to people like they should. People just reach out to you when they need you or when they want something. That's the only time you really get a phone call nowadays.
No, that's true. That is so true. And I think social media is a big part of that because I think that impersonal connection where everybody can just hop on Facebook and see a post and like a picture, they think that's contact, but it really ain't.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. It's
It's
not.
not.
And you know what? Like to
It's
piggyback off,
passive.
off
It's
what
a very passive. It's a very passive contact.
It is a very passive contact. And like I tell a lot of people, some people need to realize, I mentioned this before. I mentioned this to my wife, to Russ. I've said this, like a lot of us who have things going on in their life, you know what I'm saying? Especially on the business side, you trying to come up, be something, like something I do, offering a service to people, spread information to them. I reach out to a lot of people. Hey man, you want to be on the show? Come, spread it. everybody got something to do, always busy. That's why I appreciate y'all who find the time to come through all the time. Really, I appreciate it. But I say that to say this is like, how many people offering you a service that's giving you an opportunity to spread your voice to maybe hundreds, thousands, or millions of people? You see what I'm saying? Some people need to sit back and pay attention to what they really have right there in their presence and what they can utilize that can benefit to help themselves. And maybe it's some people right now that got multiple kids and looking for some kind of outlet. You might shoot me a song or something, a clip, and I put it on, the right person might see it. You never know.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, people, you got to be vigilant, patient, vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Respectful. You know what I'm saying? Keep your morals. Don't belittle yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing out of ordinary for the dollar. Because like I say, money is not evil. It's what you'll do. The love of money is, crazy shit you'll do for that.
Well, what's understood don't need to be explained, because you already know that's just the way that you're supposed to operate. If you're supposed to be walking the path that God puts you on, other than that, you're doing something else. It ain't gonna work out for you no way.
And truth, you know your own relationship you have with your creator. So you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know your connection you have, if that's the path you feel it is, you know what I mean? Hey, you gotta act on it, do what you do, man. But some people gotta really just take the chance. Like you say, my wife said, get out your comfortability zone. Some people too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And you can't mix comfortability with patience. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to be patient. You have to sit back and observe to move forward. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between people who are stagnant and doing nothing and people who are stagnant and trying. So that's what I say, man. People just got to really open their eyes, man. It's a lot of shit, especially Rush down there in Ace, down in Houston. Every time you look on the news right now, there's some shit going on down there, man. I see they identified the body that was hanging off the freeway. Was an older white male under an encampment. So I'm like, damn, man, what's going on down there in Houston, man? Any word on that stuff, Russ? They catch somebody yet?
No, not yet. No, that sounds like some old cartel type shit. That's personal, though, whatever it is.
That's
I only hear about shit like that in
That's
Mexico.
what I
Yeah.
told him. I said that's more like cartel, probably
somebody was
personal.
coming back to get their money.
Yeah.
They want their
I've
money.
only heard about that type of stuff in Mexico, concerning the cartels. So for it to happen here, I don't know what the hell going on.
Well, I know it was a homeless encampment right under where he was found.
But
So
I
they were
don't
saying,
believe the guy was homeless, though. I don't believe the guy was homeless because they interviewed, I think, his sister or someone, and she was like, I don't know who could have done, who could possibly want to do this to my brother.
well, like you say, you don't know what some people are into.
Right? No, hell no. Exactly. He could have been the cartel plug for all we know. Shit.
Yeah.
They made him. They made an example out of his ass. Shit.
Man. Well, one thing I've heard people say, older people tell me all the time, if you mind your business, don't cut no corners, you know what I'm saying, and work hard for your money, you shouldn't get in no trouble.
Mind you only live long.
And the main thing was mind your business.
Yep.
You know what?
Mind the business that pays you. How about that one?
Real talk, man. Hey, and you know what though? I want to say this too to also the people. I know it's some people who may be working in a field somewhere that they feel like, okay, I like doing it, it's making income for me. And maybe you want to do something different. If it's something you really love, don't put it aside. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I do music, I cook, I stay entwined with that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get disconnected from it. But it's a lot of people right now doing some stuff that they hate, but they keep doing it because it's bringing them income. There's nothing wrong with you trying to create income off of something you love. There's nothing wrong with that. Wouldn't it be nice for you to wake up every day and be able to go do something and be able to do it with a smile on your face? happy to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people we know go to work every day, and as soon as they walk in, hey, how you doing? Fuck. You know, it's like they don't want to be there. You know, they already on their third cup of coffee, and they only been there 2 minutes.
That's a lot.
That's
Oh,
No,
crazy.
real
third
shit.
cup of coffee, shit.
Hey, man. Hey, when I worked
Been
at the
there, done that
airport.
already. Been there and done
Hey,
that already.
I worked at the airport. We had a guy from Bangladesh. He smoked 3 packs of cigarettes in an 8-hour shift.
Damn, did he ever put a cigarette
Oh my
down? Shit.
god.
Hey, you know them dudes can smoke, man. Them dudes can smoke.
They can smoke. Well, you know, he said the cigarettes in his country at the time was only like $2 a pack, you know. So he said that's something they got used to as a kid. But I used to be like, hey man, we got a flight coming on. It's on the ground. It's taxiing. It came in on the north side. It'll be here in about 10 minutes. Oh, I got time to go smoke. The smoking area is 5 minutes away, man. The plane will be here in 10 minutes. You know, that he loved to smoke, man. I'm talking about before one would be out halfway, he's lighting another one.
I
Yeah.
knew some people like that where I used to tell them what you about to go get beat on because it's like the cigarettes will pull you and beat you as you smoking them because they just couldn't stay away from them. Like, I don't understand how y'all get addicted to this stuff here.
Chain smoke.
I don't knock the companies, you know what I'm saying, because they're not forcing you to buy them.
No, they know what they doing though.
It's addictive, right? It's addictive. Shit.
Exactly. So I do blame them because they know that first hit of that cigarette is going to put that addictive medication, that addictive toxin that your body is going to be craving
We say that
into
first
you.
drag.
Look, and the cigarette companies know that their product is addictive, but what they do, they don't disclose this to people.
They know that their
And,
products cause cancer. And
yeah, they just don't disclose it.
some of them do though. That's the crazy part. The crazy part was when the Newport brand started to expose that this may cause cancer, and people was still buying them.
It ain't no fucking May. It does cause cancer.
It does.
Well, they say that they have postings now. The stores have to post it. You know, it may not be everywhere, but
Even McDonald's have a posting. You
yeah.
have to pay attention. The first posting on their door, and it says ingredients used may cause cancer or could cause cancer.
Yeah, they've been doing that. Billion served too. Billion served.
And this is not trying to put nothing bad. This is some shit. You go there and see it. It's posted. People just don't read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's everywhere on them damn Bodak noodles and shit.
Oh yeah, on those things.
Yeah.
Those things
Yeah.
are the worst type of noodles that kids can be eating, and a lot of kids I've been seeing on TikTok eating them. That's not good. That is tearing up your stomach lining and everything.
Wonder why they shitting for 2 hours crying. Hey, and people look at the blunt you smoking. Look at that little small thing it's on the pack. This product may cause, you know, cancer. Smoking this may
A
cause people.
little boy was hospitalized for eating Takis. His mom said he was eating them all weekend. And Monday morning, she had to take him to the hospital because he was bleeding from the butt. And she didn't understand why. And it was because of the Takis tore up the stomach lining.
That's
Yeah,
bad
they need to take this shit off the market right there.
But see, that's the thing. The USDA and, you know, all the food departments in general in the United States of America do not care about the people. It's places where you can go outside of the United States that they do not sell the things that we sell out here because they know what it does to the human body.
Won't even allow
America
it.
does not care because they're making money off of these addictive products.
Yeah.
We are guinea pigs, man. We are guinea pigs.
Hey, it's up to people to know it and not use it. So that's why I said everybody got choices. You can choose to eat it, or you
It
can
is a
choose to go to.
choice. It is a choice.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Either you choose to be vegan or choose to eat chitlins. Hey,
and black people gonna eat them chitlins with y'all nasty selves.
And right now, chitlins cost more than vegan food.
They're selling them pig guts at a premium right now.
Them guts. But hey, you know what? Real quick, man. Like I say, man, I got this film that I'm working on, man. You know, I want to play this clip for those who ain't seen it. It's called Nate Non-Affiliates in the Hood. Take a quick little break before we get up out of here. Y'all check it out.
Fuck you looking at, nigga?
Yo, bro, what the fuck happened? Don't bullshit me, nigga.
Gotta get these motherfuckers above us.
Man, what the fuck is wrong with that nigga? Everybody tell that nigga he don't need to be over there, but he always over there running his fucking mouth.
Hold up. I ain't in the pan for no disease. Turn your head, bitch.
The motherfuckers thinking because motherfuckers ain't banging and shit that we ain't with that business. Who gives a fuck, man? He running his fucking mouth, man. We gonna get that shit. Fuck them.
About to go into the smoke, son.
Oh, fuck this shit.
They'll never know who took over the city.
Tell them motherfuckers, don't make me come off this hill.
Man, I had to stop off and get some hood knowledge real quick.
Get up! Listen there, man. Come to you live and direct. You come out.
Sirens echo through the night. These South LA streets never sleep. Bang or don't bang, it don't matter. Everybody pays the price. These streets is South LA.
On the block since 88, matter of fact 85, niggas still die.
Bet your bitch ass don't steal no more.
Man was found dead at the scene. No description of a suspect has been released.
Let's be real. You gotta have some kind of faith to make it in the hood. Non-affiliates in the hood.
This album on the soundtrack, fire.
Yeah, man. Oh, my bad. I got caught up watching this Dodger highlight.
I thought we was watching the movie. Shit.
Oh man, it didn't play.
The Dodgers had the parade today, huh?
Oh,
Dodgers had the parade today, didn't they?
hey man, they had their parade, man. Like I say, shout out to the Dodgers, man. That was a big win, man.
That parade got unruly, by the way.
What you mean?
No, wait. Did they burn any cars?
They took a worker's
Did they burn any cars? Did they burn any cars? If they didn't burn no cars, they didn't get unruly. They was all right. That was mild.
Them jacking a worker's truck was mild.
That's mild, man. You gotta look
they
at it.
Had somewhere to go.
You ain't seen them. You ain't seen them Lakers championship. You ain't seen them Lakers championship where they flipping police cars and burning them.
These fools
That's
is
unruly.
crazy.
That was mild. That was mild. That was mild.
Y'all cannot be out here doing this during the celebration. It's supposed to be a celebration. And these fools is out here jacking the construction workers.
They knew they was gonna act a fool, but they didn't know what they was gonna do.
Well, that's LA, man. I remember that night. Remember last year? Wait, was it last year? Remember that guy? I think that was the last championship they won.
Yeah, when they won, where he blew his hand off.
Yeah, I was working downtown that night, and that same night, the little guy who was on the corner, not the one who blew his hand off, but the one that was a little short guy with the hand. Oh, my buddy! I spoke with him that night. And I didn't know till the next morning, that same dude, he was there with his friend who blew his hand off. And I'm like, wow, man. I said, these dudes is, and I said, people don't know. They thought these was just like some little party goers. These was like, that dude right there was homeless, living on the street, just out there drunk, acting a fool.
It blew his hand off?
No, I don't know about the guy that blew his hand off. I'm talking about his buddy, the dude that was there. He was like one of them little, drifters, ride a skateboard all night type dude.
Because I think I saw something about the dude who blew his hand off. He was kind of on the internet. People were talking about his ass.
Oh yeah, everybody was talking about him. You big
Yeah.
dummy.
Yep, they was talking about him. Shit.
They was
I
calling
think it
him a
was some type of
dumbass.
gang banger or something. He was doing something on the internet. He had some type of little following too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a lot of crazy stuff, man. Like I said, don't play with these fireworks, man. Like I said, you know, if you're not no expert in handling explosives and things like that, don't be out here thinking, oh, because I've been popping M80s for 10 years, I know what I'm doing. Nah.
Oh, and PSA for those that was popping fireworks on the 4th, they are
Oh yeah.
issuing tickets currently. Just an
Yep.
FYI.
All y'all in LA who thought that y'all got away with it on the 4th, you know, all them, oh man, I spent $300, $400, $600, $700 on fireworks where you was lighting up from 5 p.m. till midnight. Yeah, they had drones up monitoring it, getting the addresses of where all the major activity was taking place, and then sending tickets out starting from maybe like 500, I think, to up to like 5,000.
But how they know who was popping them?
They don't know who was popping it. They're sending the ticket. They're ticketing the address of the house where all the activity was at.
Oh shit, that sounds like whole people gonna be contesting that shit.
Well, you know, maybe you might be right.
It sounds like the Olympics. It sounds like the Olympics is coming.
Well,
yeah, that sounds like that's a grab right there. That's kind of a reach now, shit. Because somebody stood in front of my house, how can you connect that to me for sure?
Well, you know what? That is true. But like I said, it's monitoring. Some people
They sending it to the addresses of where the people were bringing to and from fireworks. So they know because the drones were lurking. When the fireworks were going off.
Drone ain't taking pictures. It's recording your ass.
It's recording.
Yeah, the drone is recording. So they know exactly where it was coming from. Their main focus is the ones that was lighting up these big old, you know, the fireworks that should be at like what is it? The little fireworks show they have. Where they be having it at, Ephraim?
Oh, you go to like the beach.
They be having
Dodger Stadium,
Dodger Stadium at Rose
So like
Bowl.
like the fireworks that are like that size. People that was popping those are the ones that they're targeting first.
Yeah, that's the mortars for sure. They would definitely want them because them dudes is
not them little, you know, them standard mortars that you see people with a spar. Talking about
the ones that was okay. So they did have firework stands. So not the ones that you will purchase from them. The ones that were more so like
we talking about
for big events.
We talking about the ones you had to go out across the border and get them and come back.
Yeah.
So we already know they were talking about. You can hear them clear across town. So you know if you heard it across town, you wasn't supposed to have it.
Those.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so y'all be looking out, you know, some of y'all folks in LA County thinking that I got away. No, they put a delay in that. So, and it's kind of crazy because they might send it to you around the Thanksgiving, Christmas time, just you know, to be a little clever. Like, here y'all go. Here go another bill for you.
Knowing that you're facing food insecurities.
Yeah, and you know what? Some of y'all who do get tickets should feel ashamed of themselves because a lot of the people, they showed up to maybe their girlfriend's house, their auntie's house, their mama's house, they girlfriend's mama's house, you know what I'm saying, and had a party and lit up the block at their house. So they may get ticketed for it.
Yeah.
So
mama better send them tickets to their kids.
people got to think about that, you know what I'm saying? And but you know what, man? Before we get up out of here, man, I gotta send a shout out to my boy CJ Stroud. I hope he get well soon, man. You know, I mean, I think it was a hard hit, man. His head smacked that pavement, so I hope he get well soon. Be ready for Jacksonville. If not, Davis Mills better get ready. You know, I hope my wife Steelers do better. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to the Dodgers. Sports. It's getting into the deep part of NFL. You know, we going into week 8 now. So you know, we already the halfway point of the season. Week 9. All right, halfway point of the season. NBA season kicking off too. I think Boston lost tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Boston, they lost 103
Damn
to
Rockets,
105.
man. Rockets. Watch out for them Rockets.
Boo!
Hey, don't hate. You better watch out for them Rockets, man.
Cowboys
They
lost to
mean
the
business
Cardinals.
this year.
Cowboys lost 27-17 to the Arizona Cardinals. You know what I'm saying?
Better watch out for them Spurs. Them Spurs over there looking dangerous with that boy Wemby.
Wemby need to go eat a sandwich. Wemby need a sandwich.
Well, he in Texas. He need to get some barbecue. He in San Antonio.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he need to eat some meat there.
Yeah,
he over there toasting them though.
Yeah, he toasting them, and I hope he continue to toast them. Some other news real quick in Colorado, it was a man accused of pimping women. The prosecutors seek more victims. So, that's something people could look up there in the Denver news in Colorado. That's crazy. He said a man accused of pimping women in Colorado. Prosecutors, they looking for more victims. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they cracking down on a lot of stuff, man.
Oh, man.
They cracking down on a whole lot of stuff.
Pimping ain't what it used to be, huh?
They cracking down on a whole lot of stuff. It said it's already done. Jerry Jones a minute ago said he confirmed the Blockbuster trade. I don't know what trade it is, but just happened a minute ago. I don't know who he's gonna trade.
They trading that coach.
yeah, he gonna trade the coach. Yeah, so
trading that coach.
He's gonna bring back Troy Aikman. He's gonna bring Troy Aikman out of retirement.
Bring back Aikman and Emmett.
He's gonna bring Emmett and Aikman finna get their jerseys. He might even bring back Michael Irvin.
What'd you say? Shit, give them a blast. Let them go out there and have fun. What? Six Flags America officially closes after 50 years of operation. Six Flags America.
That's crazy.
A lot of stuff closing.
I heard about part of the SNAP benefits for some people would be begin to become effective. Not this week. I think maybe next week. You'll probably get half of your payments for the people that are on SNAP.
I mean, hey, you know what? And you know what? Like, just some of the stuff off of. I mean, I've read in depth a lot of stuff, but just off of the stuff you guys heard, it's kind of crazy that some of the things that they're accusing each other of, talking about Republican Democrats. Republicans say this, the Democrats say this, but just off of the stuff you hear on TV, you know what I'm saying? Like, isn't it kind of crazy of what they're being accused of, the holdout of being?
Man, you can't listen to none of that stuff. They both in the same house drinking the same drink.
Oh, that's what I told him earlier. I swear I told him earlier.
Look, see, y'all, that's the point. See, that's my thing. That's my thing. Y'all get so beside yourself, don't wanna voice your opinion on shit. Y'all avoid the question so much. All I said is, don't you feel it's crazy? That's it.
Yeah, it's crazy, but
I'm just saying, you get so wrapped up into that politics. It's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. It's a show.
It's some shit that's gonna affect you.
It's two sides.
Man, it's gonna affect me either way it goes. They just trying to make you think you got a voice.
So basically, you don't give a shit what happens to you. You just gonna let it happen. That's just the same thing I say. People don't give a shit about what happens to them until it directly affects them.
What I'm saying, it don't matter. That shit don't matter. It's a show.
Don't matter.
It's no Democrats. It ain't no Republicans. They working together. They work. They trying to get their common goals.
The black community is fucked up because of that mentality right there.
Boy, please. If you sit there and believe that you the biggest fool in the world, if you think if this shit ain't a setup, this shit is a setup.
I'm not saying just the fact of politics. I'm just saying that the mentality of saying, like, they're basically saying you don't think no change can happen for the positive.
Not to this motherfucker collapse.
But it's gonna have to collapse. Yeah, it's gonna be within yourself and in your household. You can't expect change on the outside until you change the inside.
Man, what the fuck does that got to do with entirety? Talking about in the household. See, that's the problem, man. People so smart and they still think fucking small-minded.
There is no entirety, man. The entirety comes from you being who you're supposed to be, because God is the one in control, not you. You want to be God, you can't be God, brother. It's never happened. It never happened on this earth. If you submit to the will of God, meaning
wait. You didn't win left field now. Like,
it ain't left field. You just ain't
you
you just
done
don't see the
went.
bigger picture.
Come on, Malcolm X. You done went left field
Nah,
now.
man. You just don't see the bigger picture, man. You don't understand what we're saying. That's all. You got your own translation.
No. I
Every
understand
man is
exactly what you're
responsible.
saying, and that's the
Everybody,
problem. I
listen.
understand exactly
No, you're
what you're
not
saying. You're
listening.
not getting what I'm
No, you're
saying.
not listening. Every man is responsible for his own decisions, right? Right?
What does that have to do with the
I just
black
asked the
community
question.
as
I just asked the
entirety?
question. It has a lot to do with the entirety because it takes individuals to make an entirety. You can't have an entirety of something without one person making a decision.
Well, see, that's the problem. It's a lot of niggas who want to spend 30 years trying to work on themselves. You better speed that shit up so you can help out in entirety. Because if you're going to spend 30 years working on yourself, you ain't shit to nobody else.
That has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with where we're going with the conversation. The conversation is the entirety of the people, right? The entirety, meaning who are we talking about in its entirety? Who are
Say
we
that
talking
again.
about? Who are we talking about when we're talking about entirety?
Whatever you consider your community.
What community is that? I mean, what
I'm
community
talking
is
about
that?
you as a person. I don't know what you consider your community, but I'm talking about my community as the community I grew up in, the community I was raised around in, the black community. It's like, how can I think of something positive in the betterment of that community? And then you say, oh, well, it starts with the household. Like I got my fucking household in order, but that's the thing. Like saying,
Okay.
what do you mean? Like,
So what are you not?
do people
What I'm
want to
saying is, what are
continue
you
to
not?
focus on
What I'm saying is,
themselves? And if you take
what I'm
long
saying is, what do
focusing
you?
on yourself, you ain't shit to
What I,
nobody else.
what I'm saying is, what are you not happy with? What are you not happy with?
I'm just saying, don't think the government gonna come save you. That's not it.
Did you hear me say that? I've never, hey Russ, you of all people, I've never talked to you and said the government was gonna save us. I've never once said that.
But I keep telling you, the government is just a facade, man.
Yeah, no, well, I'm just saying, let's be real, because when you say that, people may get the insinuation or assumption, oh, man, no, I never said that. I'm the one to say motherfuckers need to go fill out a fucking job application, get off their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do that. People just got too much pride. I mean, go work part-time at the grocery store, push a basket till something come along. People don't, I'm just saying, do something. There's all kind of things out here for somebody to do.
Each one, teach one, reach one.
Like real talk. Like people talk about it's about that bag. Okay, well, you're gonna sit on your ass until a bag fall in your lap. Well, go ahead and get this little job. Keep that bag coming in.
Shit, bag ain't gonna fall in your lap.
It ain't gonna fall in your lap at all. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think
And
people say that and then just sit around. That'd be weird to me for people to say, "Oh, it's about that bag," but you don't do nothing to get the bag. That'd
you
be
gotta go get it. You
that's
know what I'm
weird.
saying? And it's so easy to get it right now. With social media being in everybody's homes, if you got any kind of business going on, you have free promotion right there. Why do you
You don't even
look at
have to have a business going on. Look at all these people that just came famous out of nowhere. It's literally called Instagram model now. They're not even real models. They're just people on Instagram.
Taking pictures. You a model. I took some pictures
Now
online
you
and
an
I'm a
Instagram
model.
model.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear nothing you have to say unless you got over 10,000 followers.
real
So
shit? Get your followers up. Oh, you got good content, but why don't you get to 100,000 followers? Then we can talk. Like, man, what type of shit is that?
No, for real. They leveraging social media now to like separate the classes when it comes to that now. So it's
yeah,
like it's classism and everything now, man. They made
yeah.
it. It's not really racist, like I said. You see the whites and the blacks function, and they got money. They laughing, joking together, having drinks, popping bottles.
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem at the bottom? The bottom is you ain't got no fucking money. So your issue is with
The problem with the people at the bottom is everybody trying to get on top, but nobody's trying to help anybody to get there.
No, they want to
Everybody
get
want
there
to be the
first.
first
how
one.
can
Yeah, everybody
you
wants
gotta
to be the
understand
first one to get
how
there.
can the blind lead the blind?
But even still, it's like, okay, everybody wants to be the first to get there. And then when you get there, you don't come back and get your people.
Hey, how can you take the blinders off? You hear that? You hear that all the time from people. Oh, how the blind lead? Well, what's gonna take the fucking blinders off? What's the solution?
I already told you what the solution is. To each man
What
his own.
Well, that's not a solution. That's not a
That is a
solution.
solution.
No, it's not.
First of all, you
That's
got to
just
focus.
you
First of
saying
all,
that.
no, man, you got to. First of all, you got to focus on whatever your mission is in life. That's number one. You're not going to get that fucking with no group of people. That's number one. No
I never
person
said that.
has ever. No, listen. No person that has ever been a great leader has done anything initially with the group. You have to build yourself up to be a leader. That means you have to get knowledge, educate yourself, and then find the solution to whatever the problem is. You can't just come out of nowhere and say, "All right, this is what's wrong," and then think that shit's supposed to just come together because you see a problem. We all see a problem. The thing is, are you willing to work on yourself to find a solution? Once you find a solution and you come back to the group and you say, "All right, this is the solution to this problem." Then you build your team around that to see how you're going to implement that solution. You have to build to get yourself to that place. Nobody just walks into leadership, bro. You have to learn how to serve before you can lead.
Well, that's
Oh no,
one
I
of the
agree with
problems
that.
with the black community because everybody
Yeah,
thought Obama was going to be that.
Nope.
yeah. And
Found
we
that
always
out the
looking
hard
for a
way.
leader. We always looking for a leader. We got to become our own leaders first. That's what I mean by first. It starts with you, the individual. You don't want to just
And
bring
you got
together
to
a
look
group of
within yourself first.
you don't just exactly. You don't just bring together a group of fucking people. Anybody can do that. How many of them people gonna actually be something worthwhile, even putting your time and hard-earned investment in to build them up? Most of these people will just fall off because they don't have the discipline or the structure to stick with something. Everybody's not meant to, everybody's not meant to be in a position of leadership or to build something. So you might want to help everybody, but that's not the way it's supposed to go because everybody's not in a position to be a leader or to know how to implement certain things. They don't have that discipline or educational background to know how to keep that shit going.
And you're right about that. You know what? A vibes of a melanin queen. You said people thought Obama when you speaking of leaders. I'm gonna run this back for you because you didn't catch this.
I'm quoting Barack. If you don't allow this behavior, the boys in the girls' bathroom, boys to participate on girls' sports, if you don't allow it, we'll stop federal funding from coming to your states. He even went over into Africa and said to a lot of the African leaders, you must accept the alternative lifestyle. And majority of the African leaders rebuked him and told him, keep your money. In other words, he was hijacking American and African leaders to say, if you don't participate in this type of deviancy, we'll stop funding you. That was Barack Hussein Obama. People, wake up. We're in a war and we can win it. But we got to get back to the family. If not, we will lose an entire nation.
So when you talk about leaders, you know what I'm saying? This was one of our leaders that a lot of people still love to this day. I'm not saying he's a bad man. I don't know him personally. I have nothing, no ill will towards him. But when he's quoted saying something like that, from your perspective, vibes of a melanin queen, what do you think about that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't even hear. It wasn't playing on my end.
Something wrong with
And I
that phone.
tried to unmute. I couldn't unmute to tell you that it's not playing.
Well,
You got to
basically, what?
You got to give her a replay, man. You got to give her round two.
I'm
Well,
like, wait, I don't hear nothing.
well, basically, he was, you know, basically this guy stated exactly what Obama said. You know, he wanted to tell these other countries in Africa, you have to accept alternative lifestyle. Basically, we're not going to send no aid and shit like that if you don't accept alternative lifestyle. So, you know, that's why I said when you brought up Barack Obama, just saying with leadership, you know, sometime like, you know, like a lot of people get so caught up in leadership, but you got to pay attention to what the leader that you following is doing. Because people don't realize Obama deported more people than any president in U.S. history.
I feel like Obama got away with a lot of stuff because he pushed and petitioned a lot of things that made people happy. So in my eyes, Obama was the candy man. He basically put this persona on that made people think he was down. He was, you know, a real brother. He was for the people. And just because he looked like you, that don't mean he was like you. Because it's a saying that says all skin folks ain't kin folks. And it's the reason for that saying because Obama was not a kinfolk. He just had the skin. I feel like
So
he played with a lot of people emotions, and he toyed especially with the black community because we are the reason why he was in office in the first place. That's just like a lot of black people don't want to admit that they are the reason why Trump is in office right now, because a lot of people voted for Trump too. So let's not act like we didn't vote for Trump. Also, black Americans, you did too. Um, it's a lot with this political thing. None of them are for us. Not Republicans, not Democrats, not none of them. None of them are
not none that
for
look like us. Shit.
no, none of them are for us. So it's like I don't get mad anymore when I see what's going on in the world. I just be like, okay, what is it? How is it going to affect
Have you
our
ever seen?
household, me and my household?
Have you ever watched one of them shows, them old Roman shows that show you how they do the Roman Senate when they sitting there and they talk
Mhm. Mhm.
amongst each other
Mhm.
about the people.
Yeah.
They look down, they frown upon us. We're their entertainment. So just like black entertainers, they like black entertainers and black athletes.
What did that lady tell
They
what's
love
his
to
name? LeBron?
they love us to tote us around.
Shut up and
Yeah,
bounce the ball or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's how they love to use us to kind of, be their entertainment.
Yeah,
They
we're their live entertainment. And this right
some of them,
here is nothing but a playground for them.
that's it. That's it.
Because ain't none of them dealing with you would think with this government shutdown that they wouldn't be getting paid, but they are getting paid. Throughout this whole government shutdown, the same people that are behind the reason why the government is shut down are the very people who checks are still getting cashed.
Getting cash. They sitting somewhere eating a what'd you say?
This
Our fast food is Burger King. They fast food is Tony Roma's, so
look, this
No. They
this
fast
is
food ain't
not
even Tony
affecting
Roma's,
them.
man. Them people got chefs, man. They got personal chefs.
hey no, I
Exactly.
said fast food. I didn't say nothing about the chef. Something
They
quick. Let's
not
go pick up some
they not
Tony Roma's.
they not eating fast food. You're not finna even see them people out. These people is like so
Mm-mm.
insulated. These are
Hey
the people that you
grandpa,
don't.
it's a figure of speech.
All right, listen, we don't need figures of speech here. We don't need that.
Fuck. You think I did? Hey, what'd you say? I don't mean no harm. I know the Pelosi's ain't coming out after that shit that
Oh
happened.
man.
You know.
Oh
Oh,
no,
I
no,
bet.
she ain't saying nothing.
And you know
Mm-mm.
what?
She ain't
Speaking of
saying nothing.
that, that's the shit that we need. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for a new change, and even like getting off of government, like federal, going to local politics, like here in LA County. Like we need some fresh blood. In the words of Terry Anderson, we need some fresh blood every now and then. Um,
Dang.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's about time for us to be represented by somebody who's more entwined with stuff going on. Like, I mean, I don't mean no harm. It's like if most of your constituents who are out in the field doing they job is from 30 to say 60, why would you have somebody 80 representing them?
Yeah.
Facts.
You know?
I just feel like the people needs to get back into it, like where the people was running things. I don't feel like the government is ever gonna like really look out for the citizens. Let's just be honest. Citizens are gonna be the last one that they worried about.
Well, we got to look out for ourselves, man, but we can't do that because, like not, and I'm not even targeting the black community. This happens in all communities because you got everybody who wants to be black. So you got, whatever people feel that's going to draw them closer to getting that, that end card, they do it. So a lot of the guys feel they got to sleep with multiple women. A lot of the women of other races feel they got to dress with skimpy clothes and be ratchet, thinking, oh, that's going to make me more like a sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of
Which it's
people.
not, because a lot of the sisters don't act like that. The ones that are out there acting like that are the ones that they want y'all to see. So you can think that every melanated queen in this world is the same way. And we are not. You have those that are highly educated and just sit back and watch the clowns be clowns.
And that's a lot of them. A lot of them are fucking clowns. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that it's enticing. Hey, now let me ask you this, Insurance Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was telling my wife, I said, I'm pretty sure that a lot of men who grew up in the hoods, no matter what hood you grew up in, if they down to earth, they would take a natural woman over a woman with, a fake body.
Say that one more time. I couldn't hear you, brother.
No, I'm saying like people who grew up in the hoods. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I was telling my wife, I'm pretty sure that 80 to 90% of those men who are down to earth would said they would take a woman with a natural body over a woman with a fake body.
Most definitely. I mean, anybody when they right mind would. I mean, because what you seeing nowadays with the BBLs, and we didn't see back when I was younger, we didn't have females didn't have BBLs back then, so it was had natural beauty. So
At all.
our era was different. It was like we didn't have that issue, but in today's time, most females assume that the beauty that they need to display is in their butt or in their breast, and that's not where the beauty comes from. It's in how you carry yourself, your confidence.
Beauty is
So
in the eyes of the beholder, for one. A lot
yeah,
of them are not carrying themselves the way that they want people to respect them. A lot of these
right,
women are out here demanding respect and demanding to be treated a certain type of way, but look at the way
right,
that you are dressed and
right,
look at how
right,
you presenting yourself. You want this man to treat you like a lady and a queen and can be a gentleman, but you out here
right.
putting yourself like a straight hood rat. Like you
Yeah.
out here wearing whole clothes, but you want to be treated like a wife.
Hey,
It don't make
don't
sense
wear
to
the
me.
uniform. Don't wear the uniform if you don't want the job.
Man, hey, I
That
seen
part.
I seen
That part.
no harm, no pun intended, but I seen this big fat ass lady in the grocery store. She riding around, in the little go-kart that they give you for shopping, and she got like 8 kids hanging off of her, and I guess maybe may have been a friend or something, and she like, let me get up out of here because I don't want no nigga come asking me for my number. And I was looking like,
Oh no, she didn't.
and I said to myself, I was trying to hold the laugh,
Oh, man.
like you've been passing gas this whole fucking time down this aisle. Like what do you think?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
He said, I don't want to have to try to hold them off of you.
I was laughing like I said, man, that shit was so funny, man. I said some people are so fucking delusional, but I'm like, you got people like that, man. I said this shit that made me laugh. I was like, wow. I said, man, that chair was like 300. It hold 300, but she was about
When
420.
you have my 10-year-old talking about women in the store because they got their butts hanging out, and it ain't even appealing to him. He's just sitting there like, "Oh, mom, like what is going on? This is weird. Like, why are
Yes.
they out here dressed like this?"
Right.
But then they
Right.
getting mad at this old drunk that's behind them who just keep telling them, "Hey, you want me to buy that for you?"
Yeah, that shit. I'm a sip too. We gonna get it in. What'd you say?
Unbelievable.
For real.
Oh man, it's getting crazy out here.
Yeah,
They
but
ain't getting it got.
It's real in the field. It's real in the field right now, man.
my boy Musgrave. What's up, Musgrave, man? Musgrave. See, Musgrave is a warrior right there. Musgrave seen some stuff, man. Musgrave grew up in the mean streets of South LA himself. You know what I'm saying? Musgrave probably out there right now with about 2 or 3 women. You know what I'm saying? Just having a little fun, enjoying his Monday night. He was watching Monday Night Football. The game is over, so now he's going home for Monday Night Footballs.
What?
So him and his ladies are finna have some fun.
Yeah, you said balls.
He's finna go home for Monday Night Footballs now with his ladies.
So I'm assuming his ladies got balls because the way you
Yeah,
just
get
said
the hell out of here! You talking that crazy? Musgrave say,
balls.
yeah. Musgrave finna have a little fun. What'd you say, Grieve? Oh man. No, they lost. They lost by 2. Yeah, you got to rub it in. My little boy said the Celtics lost. He just pointed then. Yeah, they lost by 2. They ain't got Jason Tatum right now.
They got injuries.
Yeah, man. But man, we've been on here for down at 2 hours. You know what, man? Vibes of a Melanin Queen. You got anything else you want to let the people know?
Let's see. Breathe,
Not
slow
before we get
down,
out of here. Just
and
seeing if you
surrender.
got something you want to tell people.
No, I'm good. Breathe, rest, surrender. Give it up. If you can't handle it, give it to the Lord. He can.
Say the Insurance Taylor, man. You want to let people know where they can possibly find you. Maybe guys like Musgrave here. You know what I'm saying? He may need some financial advice for all the money he's going to come into. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at the Insurance Taylor. You can DM me, message me, and I respond promptly. My message to everybody is health is wealth. Stay fit, keep your finances in check, and make sure that you wake up every day thanking God that He gave you breath and air to breathe. That's it.
I want you to know I'm sorry. Sorry for.
Amen.
What you say? Did you say the Insurance Taylor was finna hit you off with "Blessed are all they who that mourn"?
No, terrible, man.
Why are you like this?
Oh man. Man, like I say, shout out to everybody that listen, man. West of the 110. Shout out to everybody that joined, Russ, Yogi. Shout out to my boy, the Insurance Taylor. Shout out to my wife, Vibes of a Melanin Queen, for joining. Shout out to all the listeners. My boy Musgrave, Mr. Charles, you know what I'm saying? Ray Nathan, everybody. Shout out to Country Boys, ENT. Mr. Chuck is crazy. But you know what? But I'm gonna go around the panel. I know y'all said something, but I'm gonna go around the panel. Why don't y'all hit somebody off with some words of encouragement for the rest of the week?
You're running out. You're still going to hell, and you're free. And how do you know that? Because I know you. Really?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna start with you.
Words of encouragement. Be yourself. Be authentic. Do your best. Get out here and try to become something. Make your name known some way, somehow. And bless somebody else because you just been blessed. Amen. There you go.
Hey, what's up, man? Insurance Taylor, man. You want to give them some words of encouragement for the rest of the week?
Yeah, my words of encouragement for this week for everybody is to find out what your why is. And what I mean by find what your why is. Why are you waking up every day to go out and do what you do? And put forth the effort to learn something new each day towards your future self. Because the version of yourself now is not going to be the version of yourself 10 years from now. So just know that change is going to come. Just don't resist it. And that's my encouraging words of the week. So work on a better version of yourself every day.
That what's up, man. That what's up. You got to work on a better version of yourself. You got to, man. You can't be the same asshole you was the day before. You got to be less of an asshole the day after. But still makes you an asshole, but less of a. No, but real talk, man. Y'all gotta like I say, be vigilant, man. Just vigilant, observant, patient. Some people miss out on stuff because they ain't patient. Some people like to rush stuff. They gonna rush and get it, and it's gonna rush away fast, just as fast as you got it. So you got to develop some patience. You know what I'm saying? You're never too old to learn. Some people who graduated high school and said fuck school, those are the real idiots. The person who allowed themselves to stop learning. Keep learning, gaining some knowledge, financial knowledge. A lot of the shit is so easy to learn. It's basics. If you got a phone, you got access to knowledge at all times instead of Googling or TikToking something to laugh. Why don't you Google a word you don't understand and see what it means?
Right.
You know? So at the end of the day, be a better person for yourself, like he said. Be a better person for yourself, and you could be a better person for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? West of the 110, real talk don't end. Just take a break.
Like I'm in Las Vegas with a bunch of fucking chips. About to breeze right by you, let the motor open up. I'm a 454, y'all niggas souped up. Flow winter like Colorado, know it be cold. I've been having money, niggas, since 10 years old. Neck froze, not me, I ain't showing what I got. Niggas got some issues, me, I'm pimping parking lots. Every